This is Judge Joe Brown, and we're listening to We All Be News. News-free Dixie for the 21st century.
This is the new book on King. A lot of information in here on King. And so when you think about this book here, Dr. William Pepper, Dr. William Pepper, we looked at this here, and wow, most of this here, me and Mark Lane did. Now, are we trying to claim? I don't need no claim, no damn credit. Huh? So all at once now, this book talks about him being smothered in jail. And so when you think about the book is The Plot to Kill King. And so again, I'm saying that when you look at what they do, here, this here, we need to do a whole show on this. This is military intelligence that set up the killing of King. Here's the document.
Wow.
We got hold to the document before it got to the general that was supposed to exercise this. Huh?
Yes, sir.
You saw it coming. All of this here, every bit of this whole document. They sent a team of military people in on March the 28th. And they came out April the 12th. Why? They had to send them in to case it. They had to leave them there in case somebody saw something they wouldn't see. They had to take him out. He was shot on April the 4th, but the team didn't move out until April the 12th. Anybody else we got to kill? Huh? And so again, when you stop and think about, you know, here's GREgory. That paper at one time was probably the third most powerful paper. The Chicago Tribune. The date, can you see the date on it?
It's Friday, March the 10th.
Wait, slow
Oh,
up.
excuse me. Friday, March 10th, 1978.
Headlines.
FBI memo, use mob against GREgory.
Yeah, that's Hoover sent the memo to the old dog, nasty head of Chicago Bureau, Johnson. I had the copy before he did. The Chicago Tribune ran it. All right? Can you see that? Just hold it there.
Just hold it.
If you don't mess up your rhythm. Can you see what the headline says?
It says, the FBI memo,
Yes.
use mob against GREgory.
Okay? That's Hoover. All you punk thugs out there that think this is American and this is that, you going when the wagon come too. What's it say? Use mob, what's it say?
Use mob against GREgory.
Go ahead.
And read it, okay. The late J. Edgar Hoover ordered the Chicago office of the FBI to develop measures to neutralize.
That's their code word for kill.
Right. Black comedian GREgory, and suggested the measures could include alerting La Cosa Nostra
Yeah.
to verbal attacks GREgory had
When
made.
GREgory stands up and say every night who Hoover is,
Right.
how hard the FBI have been training Hoover to be hard on homosexual, and he's living with a man.
Right.
And all that craziness. But now the funny thing, what's the headline say again at the beginning?
FBI memo,
Go ahead.
use mob against GREgory.
Who said that?
FBI.
But who? What's head of the FBI?
Hoover, J. Edgar Hoover.
I'm alive and he's not.
Right. That's right. That's good. Yes, sir.
I'm still here.
Yes, sir.
He gone.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And so again, I'm saying that we see it happen every day But y'all ain't nothing but chumps. Now this is incredible. This is a story.
Okay.
If you can hold it and the people can see it.
Yes, sir.
This is a story out of, you see the headlines?
Yes, sir.
What's it say?
It says French Village.
Now wait a minute, this happened in the early 50s. French Village, what happened?
French Village went insane after CIA spiked its bread with LSD.
Now, the CIA probably owned the company, hold it there,
Hold it, okay.
that made the bread.
Mm-hmm.
So the French, these are white folks, right outside of Paris, was eating the bread and going crazy. Oh, they thought there was airplanes and jumping off mountains. Go ahead, the next sentence.
Okay, for 50 years, residents of the French village of Pont Saint-Esprit have tried to understand the cursed bread incident, a moment of terrifying mass insanity and hallucinations that left at least 5 dead and dozens in asylums.
Now let's go out
Okay.
and sing something.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's go back and read something real slow.
Okay.
That you said. The cursed bread.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So read from there.
You know, up.
Okay, for 50 years, residents of the French village of Pont Saint-Esprit have tried to understand the cursed bread.
Now, go back and read this. If they had that 50 years ago,
Right.
what do they got now? Now read that, but change it to the black community. Of the blacks walking around killing black men. Just
Wow.
change that into place. Not read it, but substitute that.
Today, residents of Chicago have tried to understand the cursed bread incident, a moment of terrifying.
Okay, so now they do it with air.
Right.
They do it with satellites.
Wow.
They do it with chemtrails.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody talking about black folk killing, white folk love that.
Right.
Black folks killing black folks. Well, hey, wait a minute. You ain't gonna get off. I left my house 2 weeks ago for a trip and slapped my wife on the butt and said, see you later, baby. I can't slap your wife on the butt. That's family. Okay? So here, let me hear it again. Okay? 50 years ago, this happened. It was longer than 50 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
That the CIA was putting a form of LSD in the dough that they make the bread with.
Wow.
They do it now in the black. You ask yourself a question. If these Negroes are so bad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Then how come they ain't killing white folks? Huh? How come they don't put a squad together and go get the cops that's been killing? These are agents that they run crazy and tell them what to do. They didn't go to University of Chicago. They didn't go up on the white campus and kill nobody. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Those are white folk going up there going crazy. So I'm saying again that you sit here and why should God give you the truth when you just as crazy as they are? Huh? Send your black children to war, to kill people, go to North Korea, and after the war's over, the North Koreans that shot your foot off can come over here and get a job or open up a drugstore on the corner where you live, and you can't do that. Okay? And so now we got the greatest thing that ever happened terror-wise was Tulsa, Oklahoma. Little Wall Street, huh?
Yes, sir.
The black guy organized it. He had Chinese, Jews, Indians in his group. The one black guy that organized was making $100,000. We talking about, man, back in the 20s, was making $100,000 a week profit. So then the white folks rolled in. They would like to talk to you. We'd like to be part of this club. He said, Cracker, get out of here. So that Monday, them little crop dusting planes flew over that part of Texas and dropped bombs.
Oklahoma. Yeah, yes, sir.
Now, if you go back and look at the Tulsa paper, there's a big hole in it. They just cut that part out. Now here's how we knew about Black Wall Street, especially you punks out there that think you know something, huh? When September the 11th happened, remember, back in Black Wall Street, wasn't no Negroes in the state legislature. So the big argument started was the greatest act of terror in the history of America. Black state legislators are there now. But they said, wait a minute, what about Little Wall Street? Most white folks had never heard of it. Black folks had never heard. Black folks ain't knew nothing about no Little Wall Street until after September the 11th. So the white folks said, how could you Negroes in the legislature with us accuse this state of something like that? And then the decent white folks with the black folks said, well, let's do a favor. Let's do the homework. Let's do the research. And they found out and told the world. You know what happened? All the relatives of the people that happened to got reparations. Okay? Reparations. Now, we know about Oklahoma. The city, the government building. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Listen at this. What's it say?
It says, FBI paid Nichols mortgage.
Now, Terry Nichols, who was that?
The guy who helped plan the Oklahoma building bombing?
They said he's one of the bombers.
Right.
Now go back and read the top again.
FBI paid Nichols mortgage.
Now, let me tell you fools out there. You ungodly, unspiritual dogs. Huh? Here's a man that they convinced you that he and a couple of others planned the bombing. Now read from where you go. Now be very careful because I'm going to stop you.
Okay. Papers show authorities occupied Kansas house during bombing investigation.
Go ahead.
Okay. The FBI made mortgage payments on Terry Nichols' home.
Read that slow. The FBI?
The FBI made mortgage payments on Terry Nichols' home after he was
arrested.
Right. And before he was convicted of conspiring to bomb the Oklahoma City Federal building.
This next part is very important.
Okay.
What do it say? She what?
The Justice Department spokeswoman.
Wait a minute now, slow.
Okay.
Now this ain't some punks. This ain't me and you sitting on social media.
Yes, sir.
This is the FBI spokeswoman said what?
A Justice Department spokeswoman said Tuesday she did not know why the government made the payments.
No, wait, ho. Read that slow again. She didn't say it didn't happen.
Yeah.
She didn't say it's lies.
Right.
She didn't say we got to check this out. She said what?
She did not know why the government made the payments, nor the amount.
Okay. This is a Justice Department saying this. Huh? Go ahead.
The small frame house is in Harrington, Kansas, where Nichols was living with his wife and their 2 children. When the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building was
blown up. Okay, now I got another copy that when we do this again slow with a team of folks.
Yes, sir.
Said we got this out of court documents. That's where it came from.